I know they will kill me.
Those weren't words from a movie. They were the desperate warning of a living woman standing inside a courtroom, trembling with fear. Her hands shook. Her voice cracked. And in front of a judge, she said the words no one took seriously. I know they will kill me. Days later, she was dead. But the most heartbreaking part, the people she feared the most were not strangers. They were her own family. This is the story of Gull Bajaro, a young woman from Sindh, Pakistan. In 2020, her life seemed perfect. She married her cousin in a traditional family-arranged marriage. The wedding was filled with joy, laughter, and dreams of a happy future. Soon, 2 children were born. From the outside, everything looked normal. But behind closed doors, a nightmare had begun. Only a year into the marriage, her husband became violent. He beat her, threatened her, humiliated her. Again and again, Gull Bajaro begged her parents for help. She told them about the abuse. She told them she feared for her life. But like many victims, she was told to stay silent and endure. As time passed, the violence grew worse. Then came the accusation that would change everything. Her husband accused her of having illicit relationships with other men, without evidence, without proof. A tribal Jirga was called, and there men gathered to decide her fate. The verdict was horrifying. According to reports, she was declared guilty and marked for death. On the night of April 23, 2026, her worst fears came true. Her husband arrived at her parents' home carrying a rifle. He wasn't there to talk, he was there to kill. Gull Bajaro ran, through darkness, through fear, through a wilderness filled with danger. She spent the entire night alone in a jungle, hiding for her life. The next morning, exhausted and terrified, she crossed the Indus River by herself. Then she walked into a police station. Imagine that courage. A young woman, alone, hunted, yet still fighting to live. She gave police the names of 11 people she believed wanted her dead. The next day, she stood before a judge. She showed signs of abuse. She begged for protection. And once again, she said, I know they will kill me. The court recognized the danger and ordered that she be placed in a government shelter home. For a moment, it seemed she was finally safe. Then, her father arrived. Standing outside the courtroom, he removed his turban and placed it at her daughter's feet. In Sindhi culture, a turban represents a man's honor. It was a powerful gesture, a plea, a promise, a father asking her daughter to trust him. Gull Bajaro broke down. She returned to the courtroom and changed her decision. She told the judge, I know I may be killed, but my father has placed his honor at my feet. I will go home with him. And so she did. It was the last decision of her life. 10 days later, on May 3, 2026, Gull Bajaro was at home. Then her husband and uncle arrived. According to police reports, they shot her dead. The woman who had repeatedly warned everyone about her fate was gone. Everything she predicted had come true. After her murder, videos of her courtroom testimony spread across social media. The public was outraged. Police arrested her husband and uncle. But many questions remain. What about the others she named? What about those who allegedly supported the decision against her? And what about her 2 children? The children she fought so desperately to stay alive for. Gull Bajaro's story is not just one woman's tragedy. It is a reminder of what happens when cries for help are ignored, when fear is dismissed, when silence becomes more powerful than justice. She told everyone what was coming. She begged for protection. She trusted the people she loved. And in the end, that trust cost her life. May her story never be forgotten.